By the way, if you're here locally, the Palm Springs Baker will be at the Monster Truck Jam tonight around 7. It's one of the biggest. It's gonna be one of the biggest movies of the summer. It is, trust me. Yesterday, I gave my review of Disney Pixar's Inside Out 2. If you missed it, bottom line, I loved it. You can see that review on YouTube. Well, I had the chance while I was in California to interview the cast and crew, including the one and only Amy Poehler, who returns as the emotion Joy, as well as a new emotion voiced by Maya Hawke. She plays anxiety. Here's our conversation. Both of you have done a lot of things in the pop culture sphere, Stranger Things, SNL, Parks and Rec. But do you ever get used to the fact that you have stuffed animals? Like, you're a damn stuffed animal, and you're going to be a stuffed animal on a placemat and underoos and forever.
Yeah.
Hard to wrap your brain around that.
One thing that's really nice is it's kind of like, it's the Pixar version, so it's not our actual
It's not
face.
you.
Yeah.
I should have rephrased that thing.
I think
it's
it
not
would
the
be
Amy
weird.
Poehler underoos.
Yeah, if it was my face on someone, under someone's head at night, that would be weird.
And I think that's why they don't make human stuffed animals really that much.
The gays would love it, though. I mean,
a human stuffed animal would be horrifying.
Yeah.
Possibly. Oh, that's headquarters. The gays would love a Maya and an Amy stuffed animal.
Okay, then let's do it.
Let's do it.
But yeah, the separation of the drawing, I think, helps a lot.
Yeah.
What was it, Maya? How did you create the voice?
Hello, everybody.
Were you walking around the store?
I'd already created the voice.
Did you?
Because I have a lot of anxiety, and sometimes it makes me like behave weird in my life, where like, I need to get to the airport a certain amount of time before we leave, or I really just need someone to know that it's like 2 hours, and I need to make sure that we have like all these things in the fridge, and I need to talk about it out loud, and I kind of created these characters in order to have the people in my life that I was talking to like this understand that I knew I was being a little much. And so the character was already kind of there, and I was like, I don't know, maybe okay, and then I just kind of translated it into this person, but I'd already kind of made it for my own purposes.
Amy?
Well, there's a story that Pete Docter tells where they had did scratch recordings for Joy in the beginning, and the testing was that we love the idea, but we can't stand Joy. And so when they gave me the part, they came in being like, we have to try to find a way to get her to be like this engine that is just annoying enough, but won't be enough to put people off. And I was like, I'm your lady. I think I can do this. But yeah, so we worked together. Really, I worked with them because I was trying to figure out what amount of energy and bossiness can she have that would be something that wouldn't turn people off, But yeah, I mean, that's an easy lane for me.
Last question. I've been asking everybody. When I think of 13, 14, I think of trying to climb the rope in PE class near Chicago. It's
so funny you say that because there was a scene in one of the drafts where Riley had to climb a rope.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
It's horrifying in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And anyway, when you think of that age for yourselves, what's like kind of the first thing that pops in your mind?
Definitely like performances in front of the school, like dance performances in front of the school. I grew up in the 80s, so it was a lot of like homemade costumes. I remember we did We Are the World, and we all played characters in We Are the World. Characters. We played singers. I was Kim Carnes, who, if you remember, has only like 2 words in the song. I don't know if that was a sign.
Way to go on that pick.
I don't know if that... Sir, it was a sign. I love Kim Carnes, but I just want you to know, I remember being like, got the message. Only 2 words in this, So yeah, I just like a lot of public displays and performing. That's what I remember.
Yeah, I have some of those, but and those are very important and very embarrassing. Like, if for some reason you don't want to invite anyone to them, but you also are sad when no one comes. It's like I had a concert that I played where it was just so embarrassing talking about it afterwards. But then I had my first kiss in the summer between 8th and 9th grade with my eyes peeled open at a
The whole
party.
time?
The whole time, peeled open at a party, and where there were multiple. It was it was like hookup culture where people would just come up to you and be like, "Will you hook up with me?" Like no flirting, no introduction.
We didn't have that in the 80s.
And I wanted it to be over. I wanted to stop getting asked. So I was like, okay, I'll just go kiss someone. I was like, it'll be really safe to kiss the boy that my best friend had already kissed.
Sure.
Because at least that tested ground.
He's been vetted.
He's been vetted. So I was like, okay. I checked with her. I was like, okay, I'll go do this. And then my eyes were just peeled wide open the whole time. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. My mom's calling. Oh, yep. Oh, Mom, I gotta go.
You faked a phone call.
I faked a phone call.
Wow.
And I made an exit.
Best story of the day.
That's amazing.
Thank you both. Yeah, not everybody. And if you don't know, her mom that she used as an excuse to get out, Uma Thurman. I mean, not everybody can do that to get out of a bad date. Hey, thanks to Amy. I loved her. I've never interviewed her before, but I kept smiling at her and vice versa. I love you, Amy Poehler. Don't miss more of my interviews with the cast of Inside Out 2 tomorrow, including my all-time favorite comedian. I sit down with Lewis Black, who voices Anger. That's tomorrow. Right now, though, we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. Back in a moment.